Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at another figure from the brand new 2015 Transformers Robots in Disguise line. So I got this set from Toys R Us. For some reason, the Wave 1 set has been released about 3 months early. I'm not really sure why, if this was a sneak peek or if they just wanted to boost some Christmas sales, but I first saw this on Amazon. I got my set at Toys R Us, and what was once the Deluxe class line is now being called the Warrior class line, which is very interesting. So in this new series, which is a sequel series to the Transformers Prime show, we have Grimlock, who is a Dinobot. And it's kind of interesting. He does have his Autobot logo here. However, in the previews that we've seen so far, he has a Decepticon logo, which makes me wonder, is he part of the Predacons? They mentioned that he was on a prison ship, he escaped, and he doesn't think he's actually a criminal, and he joins up with the Autobot ranks. So, kind of a weird play on Dinobot from Beast Wars, I think. But I'm definitely interested to see what happened on Cybertron. You know, what happened to the Predacons? Is Grimlock actually a Predacon? Lots of questions I'm waiting for this show to answer. Is the style my liking? Yeah, you know, it's going to take some getting used to, because here is the animation self of Grimlock from the show, who basically has Bulkhead's voice. Which is kind of interesting. We have the Transformers logo on the side of the package, very similar to Age of Extinction. The new Robots in Disguise logo with this kind of bar thing around it that really reminds me of Rescue Bots. Picture of Grimlock in his Dinosaur mode at the bottom. Obviously, there he is in the robot mode. On the side of the package, just like Bumblebee, we have his alternate mode artwork. And then underneath, it's going to show you which other figures are available as well currently. On the back of the package, again, just like the Bumblebee set, there is no bio. The instructions are right here. It takes 10 steps to transform this figure, and there are no instructions on the inside. So the gimmick on this guy, looks like he has two. One gimmick looks like his head can open and close, which a Dinobot should. And also, you can scan with a smartphone the little barcode logo that is on the Dinobot to upload that character to an online game. So yeah, definitely kind of interesting. Here he is, a close-up in package. There is his little piece of artwork there. There is his animated artwork on the side, which is also right there. So let's get Grimlock out of package and see what we think of his robot mode. Alright, so here we have Grimlock out of package, and I gotta say, he is completely different from any other Grimlock that we have seen in the past, which is not a bad thing. His voice is a little strange, though, to me. I'm pretty sure it's one of the voice actors that did a version of Bulkhead, but I'm not entirely sure. I've heard the voice before on a Transformer show, but I'm not exactly sure which one it is. Now, looking at the figure, he kind of, I mean, it actually is a pretty smooth look. We have his dinosaur head hanging off the back, as we typically do with a Grimlock figure. There is a 3-step changer version of this guy, and I did order him off of Amazon, so he should be coming in this week to review, and I can compare the difference. Looking at the 3-step in the store, it is twice the size of this figure. So it's going to be more of a Voyager class type figure. But looking at the sculpt on this guy, he really kind of reminds me of an Autobot version of, say, Knockout, or not Knockout, but what's Knockout's buddy? I can't, Breakdown. Yeah, I mean, he just looks like a wrecker to me, which is very interesting. I'm very interested to see how this character is going to play. He's a turncoat. It looks like he starts off as a Decepticon because he's got Decepticon logos in the previews, and he ends up joining the Autobot ranks. So it'll be really interesting to see how this character comes about. And yes, I was looking, I compared this logo to the logo on Bumblebee, and that little ring around the Autobot logo is a barcode for the video game gimmick, which, quite frankly, is a clever way to hide a barcode onto the toy. So kudos for whoever had that idea. Very, very impressive. So yeah, not too terribly bad. As far as articulation goes on this guy, his arms do move up and down. He has ratchet joints in his elbow. Like Bumblebee, there is zero articulation in the hands. His head only turns left and right. It is not on a ball joint swivel. His waist does not move, which is unfortunate. He has joints at his hips and his knees, and his feet do not move either. So he is a pretty stagnant figure, unfortunately, but he is definitely interesting. The dark green and black, very, very different looking Grimlock. So let's get him into his dinosaur mode and see what we think about that. Alright, so here we have Grimlock in his Tyrannosaur mode, and he looks little. I mean, he is a deluxe class figure, this new warrior class look. He reminds me a lot of Godzilla, and maybe it's the black and green. The head sculpt just reminds me of the 1999 Godzilla for some reason. It's an okay dinosaur mode. He's a little loose in his hips or knees for my liking. But, I mean, it's okay. It looks like the show, I suppose. I think the three-step changer is going to be a better Tyrannosaur, honestly, because of the size. This thing just looks kind of small. He's got kind of weird Tyrannosaur arms. They're just kind of big and goofy and robot-y. Not too particularly big of a fan of that. Here's the head. The head sculpt looks okay. We do have the gimmick where you can open and close his mouth. That's kind of cool. I like the eye set. The little gold crown on top is kind of cool. Not too big on the big bulky arms. I like the gold paint pick here. I don't like how his hands are obviously visible. I do like how the black and the green mesh up in the body. I think that looks really, really cool. And he's a little gappy, both on the bottom and up here on the top. But the top's not too bad because it's all black. Yeah, so there he is, Grimlock. Just for comparison, let's throw in Bumblebee. So there's Grimlock and Bumblebee from the same line. As you can see, he just seems a little bit small. I think this should have been a Voyager class figure. This should not have been included in the deluxe sized wave of lines. They should have waited until we got a Voyager class, period. I mean, that's Grimlock. I don't think he ever should be a deluxe class, but I guess that's just me. So there he is, Grimlock from the new 2015 Transformers Robots in Disguise line. Is it something that you want? If you're a Dinobot fan, sure, why not? Go ahead and pick it up. But I'm not going to break my neck to want to go out and get these things. To be honest, they're okay thus far. I'm not that impressed. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, definitely thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Subscribe to my channel, share my videos. I do appreciate it. And as always, look for more videos in the future.